What if the mansion you thought was the pinnacle of luxury was hiding some of Hollywood's darkest secrets? Behind closed doors, beneath the chandeliers and polished floors, lies a chilling reality that shook an entire community and the world. From million-dollar estates turned into alleged prisons to luxury cars once symbols of success now collecting dust, this story unravels the fall of a man once crowned the king of R&B. But how did it all spiral so catastrophically? And what shocking truths were buried beneath the glitz and glamour for decades? Just when you think you've heard it all, new twists, tragic losses, and jaw-dropping revelations come to light, ones that no one saw coming. This isn't just a tale of fame gone wrong. It's a haunting journey into power, secrets, and a legacy that refuses to stay buried. You won't believe what was hiding behind those mansion walls. Stepping back in time, our protagonist soared to dizzying heights during the heyday of the 1990s and early 2000s, amassing a fortune that peaked at an estimated $100 million. This monumental wealth stemmed from not only his electrifying live performances and multi-platinum albums, but also from his influential role behind the scenes, crafting timeless hits for celebrated artists. An emblematic song, celebrated for its soaring vocals and inspirational lyrics, earned him not just critical acclaim, but cemented his place in music history, encapsulating the golden era of his career. Yet as the years passed, mounting legal battles over allegations of misconduct, abuse, and a litany of controversies eroded his public image, culminating in seismic legal defeats that drained his financial reserves, pushed his net worth into the red, and left him struggling under the weight of legal fees, settlements, and fines that once seemed unimaginable. Even more striking is the irony of a man who once commanded massive revenues now facing insurmountable tax debts, with figures reported in the millions casting a long shadow over his former glory. A hook that reminds us that fortunes can be as fleeting as they are monumental. Delving deeper into his extravagant lifestyle reveals a tale of opulence and indulgence that defines the paradox of celebrity wealth. At the zenith of his career, he proudly flaunted a collection of luxury cars that would make any aficionado envious, while his wrist was never seen without a high-end timepiece, a symbol not only of wealth, but of a relentless pursuit of perfection. His real estate portfolio once included a lavish estate that, with its sprawling grounds and palatial design, was emblematic of the grandeur he once enjoyed. This property, adorned with amenities such as state-of-the-art recreational facilities and custom-designed interiors, served as a playground for the elite and a stage for high-profile gatherings. Yet, in a cruel twist of fate, mismanagement and financial overreach saw this symbol of affluence reduced to a foreclosure and sold at a fraction of its original value, serving as a stark reminder that even the most ostentatious assets cannot defy the tide of fiscal calamity. As a resonant hook underscores the narrative, every beacon of past triumph now stands as a monument to lost fortune and dreams deferred. The story also casts a reflective glance at a deeply personal journey. A man born into humble beginnings in the heart of a vibrant urban tapestry, whose early life in a modest public housing project imbued him with both the resilience and the grit that would later fuel his meteoric rise. His formative years, marked by soulful performances in a local church choir, laid the groundwork for a career that would eventually shatter records and inspire millions. Yet amid these shining milestones lies the narrative of a deeply fractured personal life, marred by the consequences of costly divorces, relentless legal battles, and the inevitable loss of lucrative endorsement deals and sponsorships. These events, coupled with a series of misfortunes in both his private and professional lives, have left an indelible impact on his reputation, an echo of the glory that once was. An arresting hook emerges here, prompting us to question, how does one reconcile a legacy of creative brilliance with the harsh realities of personal downfall? Beyond the public controversies, a detailed examination of his business ventures unveils further layers of complexity. He ventured boldly into entrepreneurial territories, launching record labels and forging partnerships with industry titans, a move that initially amplified his influence and secured his financial future. Strategic collaborations gave rise to major deals, while his business investments and ownership stakes in various ventures revealed an astute understanding of wealth building. Planned insurance policies, both personal and business, could not fully shield him from the ripple effects of his legal troubles and fiscal mismanagement. This serves as yet another hook in the narrative, inviting us to reflect on the precarious balance between ambition and accountability. Financial lessons from his tumultuous journey are as compelling as they are cautionary. His early successes in capitalizing on hit records and iconic collaborations were eventually overshadowed by costly oversights. Missteps that provide clear insights into the importance of strategic financial planning, rigorous asset management, and the necessity of safeguarding both personal and professional interests through comprehensive insurance policies. The narrative, rich with comparisons between the meteoric peaks of his career and the abyss of his later years, drives home the reality that even the most glittering success stories are vulnerable to the perils of misfortune and poor decision-making. With every bold move from his early days to his later struggles, the story leaves us with a resounding, powerful question. What is the true measure of success when the price of failure is so profoundly steep? But Kelly's story isn't the only one captivating Hollywood right now. As his saga continues to stir debate, another emotional blow struck the entertainment world: the sudden death of beloved actor Carl Weathers. Known for his iconic role as Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise, Carl was more than a screen legend. He was a symbol of strength and perseverance. Fans were stunned by the news, remembering his glory days in the 80s and his more recent role in The Mandalorian. Though he kept a low profile in recent years, his contribution to the industry was immense. With a net worth estimated at $8 million at the time of his passing, Weathers had invested wisely, particularly in real estate and voice acting projects, ensuring long-term financial security. But the emotional void left behind? No sum can fill that. Just as the world was processing Carl's loss, fans were also caught off guard by a bombshell confession from actress Hayden Panettiere. In a candid interview, she opened up about her battle with addiction, revealing how fame at a young age pushed her toward a dangerous lifestyle. It was a heartbreaking revelation from the once bright Disney star who had dominated screens with her charm and resilience. Known for Heroes in Nashville, Hayden had been a household name, but behind the smiles, she struggled. Today, she's focused on recovery, fighting to regain her footing both personally and professionally. Despite years of setbacks, she's reclaiming her power, and her financial comeback is underway. With a net worth currently estimated around $15 million, her future in the industry still holds promise, especially with a new documentary in the works. Meanwhile, the legacy of Lisa Marie Presley continues to unravel with both admiration and sorrow. After her tragic passing, shocking details about her financial state surfaced, revealing that despite her connection to one of the most legendary names in music history, she died nearly broke. Once an heiress to Elvis Presley's fortune, Lisa Marie had inherited $100 million, but by 2023, legal documents showed her estate was in significant debt. Lavish spending, failed business ventures, and years of mismanagement had left her estate with only a fraction of its former value. However, in an unexpected twist, her daughter Riley Keough has stepped in, determined to preserve the Presley name with dignity and purpose. Riley's efforts to restore Graceland as a historical site and honor her mother's artistic legacy have sparked a wave of support and renewed interest in the Presley lineage. And then there's Jamie Foxx, whose mysterious medical emergency last year sent fans into a frenzy of speculation. For weeks, details were scarce, but recent reports suggest the actor suffered a serious neurological issue, and although he's made a partial recovery, concerns about his future remain. Once known for his tireless energy and unmatched charisma, Fox has kept a lower profile since the incident. His estimated net worth, sitting around $170 million, reflects years of success across music, film, and business. From real estate holdings to a thriving production company, his empire remains intact. But the real question now is, will he return to the spotlight, or is Hollywood watching the slow fade of one of its most dynamic stars? These stories of rise and fall, of struggle and resilience, remind us how quickly the tides can turn in Tinseltown. Fame may shine brightly, but it often casts long shadows.